I was going to enjoy that, and man, I'll tell you, it was a lot of fun. The first two stages of that race, I kind of just hung out in the back and just kind of watched things happen and see like what guys were doing with lines and how they would set up passing, and kind of, you know, if something happened, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to damage the car. And that was the main thing, is coming into this, I just wanted to make sure I had a car that was near mint shape, you know, going for those last few laps. And we did a pretty good job of that. We had some splitter damage going to that last restart, but other than that, the car was in pretty good shape. And you know, I was able to get the 51 a good push on the restart. And I mean, I can't even believe I'm having an interview with you guys talking about me pushing the leader to like a win at Daytona. It's so cool. I mean, you think about like all the cool tracks in the world, and you put Daytona up there with like Indianapolis and Le Mans, just all those amazing tracks. And you know, they're so hard to do well at, but when you do well, it's just makes it that much more awesome, you know. And today is a day I will obviously never forget, and I hope it's one that segues, you know, some for me into some more racing, you know, in the future, and the Xfinity Series and just stock cars in general. I'm having a great time over here in NASCAR, and want to do more for sure.
So what happened coming to the white?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're all just jockeying for position, and it's just one of those things where you're trying to get clear, and you think you're clear and you're not, and then yeah, me and the 98 kind of touched a little bit, and it was just enough to turn him. So I feel bad about that, obviously, but you know, I mean, it was just one of those things. It wasn't intentional by any means. It's just you kind of got to, when the hole's there and you got to get into it, you got to get into it, or else you're going to get freight trained here. And I learned that even earlier in that lap. You know, I went from second to fifth, and with a snap of a finger. So you're trying to get clear, and unfortunately, we just made the slightest amount of contact that just turned him around. And I feel bad about that, but at the end of the day, I don't. You know, I just am so happy for the Alpha Prime boys, because they've had such bad luck this entire year, and to have something good happen to them, you know, for a weekend, I'm just glad that I can do that for them.
Are you satisfied to have finished, or do you wish there was a second chance? The caution might have been thrown early.
No, I mean, I'm happy that we were done there, because I don't know how many more green-white checkers we would have been able to do with fuel, you know. So I'm happy that was it. Obviously, I would have liked to have won, but it just wasn't in the cards today. But you know, for us, a top 5 at Daytona, I don't think we would ever have thought that coming here. Especially, you know, with me, you know, never doing a super speedway in my life in a stock car. I just, it's pretty cool. You know, I don't even know the words to say for it. It's just I didn't think of that at all. Especially with like 2-3 restarts to go. I mean, I'm like 20th. You know, so I just followed AJ. I figured he's a good guy to follow.
Well, you know, you seem like you're happy, like you won.